Welcome to Tales Around the World. Here we uncover the original versions of stories you may think you know. These are fairy tales that are not only beautiful, wise, and thrilling, but also at times gruesome and violent. These tales, passed down through generations, reveal the darker truths behind the folklore. Viewer discretion is advised as some stories may contain themes not suitable for children under 13. So sit back, relax, and let us guide you through the magical, haunting, and unforgettable world of tales around the world. In Japanese, Oji-san simply means old man or grandfather. Similarly, Oba-san means old woman or grandmother. These terms are often used respectfully to address or refer to elderly people and not just one's own grandparents. Oni are supernatural creatures in Japanese folklore, often depicted as horned, fierce ogres. They symbolize evil, mischief, or misfortune, but can also act as punishers of the wicked. Oni originate from a mix of Shinto, Buddhist, and ancient Japanese beliefs and appear in folk tales, theater, and festivals like Setsubun, where people drive them away to invite good fortune.
Long, long ago, in a quiet Japanese village, there lived Oji-san and Oba-san. They were peasants, poor but hard-working, who each day labored for their meager bowl of rice. Oji-san went to the hills to cut grasses for the farmers' animals, while his wife stayed home to wash clothes, tend their rice field, and keep their little house in order. One bright morning, the two set out as usual. Summer was near, and the land was alive with freshness. Emerald grasses shone like velvet along the riverbanks, willows dangled soft tassels over the water, and the breeze ruffled the river's surface into sparkling ripples. The air was cool, fragrant, and full of promise. For reasons neither could explain, their hearts felt light and happy that morning. By the river's edge, Oba-san knelt to work. The water was so clear she could see pebbles glittering beneath the surface and tiny silver fish flicking back and forth. As she scrubbed clothes on the stones, she suddenly saw something extraordinary. Drifting down the current was a peach, so enormous, so golden and blushing, it seemed as if the sun itself had fallen into the water. In all her 60 years, she had never seen such a marvel.
"What a treasure!"
she exclaimed.
"How sweet it must be! I will take this home for my old husband."
She reached for it, but it floated just out of reach. There was no stick nearby, and if she left to find one, she would lose the fruit. Thinking quickly, she remembered an old charm verse. Clapping her hands to the rhythm of the peach's bobbing, she sang,
"Distant water is bitter, the near water is sweet. Pass by the distant water and come into the sweet."
At once, as if drawn by her words, the peach drifted toward the bank. She lifted it into her arms. It was heavy, far heavier than any fruit she had ever carried. Too excited to finish her washing, she packed the clothes into her basket, balanced it on her back, and hurried home with the peach. That evening, as the sun dipped low, Oji-san returned. His figure was nearly hidden beneath the great bundle of grass strapped to his back, and he leaned heavily on his sickle as a walking stick. Oba-san ran out to meet him, her eyes bright.
"Oh, Oji-san, I've been waiting so long for you today."
Oji-san blinked in surprise.
"What has happened? Why are you so eager?"
"Nothing bad,"
she said, smiling.
"but I have found a wonderful gift for you."
She brought forth the peach. Even in the dimming light it seemed to glow.
"Have you ever seen such a fruit?"
she asked. Oji-san's eyes widened.
"Never. Where did you buy it?"
"I did not buy it,"
she said.
"I found it floating down the river, and I will tell you the whole story."
Oji-san laughed with delight.
Then let us eat it now, for I am very hungry.
He set the peach on a board and reached for a knife, but before the blade touched its skin, the fruit split open by itself. To their astonishment, a clear voice rang out.
"Wait, Oji-san!"
And from the peach stepped a child, radiant, beautiful, strong. The old couple fell back in shock, trembling.
"Do not be afraid,"
said the boy.
"I am no Oni, no spirit of mischief. Heaven has heard your cries. Every day you lamented your loneliness, mourning that you had no child. I have been sent to be the son of your old age."
At these words, the couple's joy knew no bounds. They wept and laughed, taking the boy into their arms. They named him Momotaro, the son of a peach. The years passed quickly. Momotaro grew tall, strong, and wise. At 15, he was stronger than any youth in the land, brave in spirit and noble in heart. His foster parents looked upon him with endless pride, for he was everything they dreamed a son could be. One day, Momotaro spoke solemnly to his father.
"By heaven's grace, I became your son. You have raised me with more love than I can ever repay. Yet before I begin to serve you, I must ask for one request."
Speak, my son,
said Oji-san.
"Far to the northeast lies an island, the stronghold of the Oni. They raid our land, burn villages, slay people, rob treasures, and even devour the unfortunate. They defy the emperor and bring terror to our country. I cannot rest while they live. I must go to the Oni's island, defeat them, and bring peace to this land."
Oji-san was startled, but he knew this was no ordinary child. Heaven itself had sent him. He placed his hand on Momotaro's shoulder.
Then go, my son. Destroy the Oni, and may peace return.
That very day, the old couple pounded rice into strong, nourishing cakes to serve as provisions. With tears in their eyes, they handed him the bag.
Go bravely,
they whispered,
and return victorious.
Momotaro bowed deeply, his own heart heavy with sorrow to leave them, and then strode away with steady steps. On the road, he stopped beneath a tree to eat one of his cakes. Suddenly, a great dog sprang from the tall grass, fangs bared.
"Leave me your food or I'll tear you apart!"
growled the beast. Momotaro stood unflinching.
"Do you know who I am? I am Momotaro, bound for the Oni's island. Stand in my way and I'll split you in two."
The dog shrank back, tail between his legs.
"Forgive me, I did not know. Let me serve you instead, noble Momotaro."
Momotaro tossed him half a cake.
"Then follow me."
Later, a monkey dropped from a tree, bowing low.
"Good day, Momotaro! May I join your quest?"
The dog snarled.
"We don't need a monkey!"
"Peace!"
commanded Momotaro.
"All who are brave may fight. Come with us."
He gave the monkey a cake and they continued. Soon a pheasant swooped down, feathers shimmering in 5 colors, a scarlet crest blazing. The dog leapt at it, but Momotaro raised his hand.
"Bird, will you fight at my side?"
The pheasant bowed.
"Gladly, noble Momotaro."
Thus his company was formed, the dog, the monkey, and the pheasant bound together by his command of unity. At last they reached the sea. The animals quailed at the sight of the endless waves.
"Cowards!"
Momotaro snapped.
"If you fear the sea, I will go alone."
Terrified of losing him, they begged to stay. Relenting, Momotaro found a boat, and together they set sail. The voyage was swift, the wind at their backs, and soon the dark silhouette of the Oni's island loomed, a fortress with towering iron gates and sheer cliffs.
"Pheasant!"
cried Momotaro.
"Fly ahead and strike fear into them."
The bird soared to the rooftop of the fortress and cried,
"Listen, Oni! Momotaro has come to destroy you. Surrender or be slain."
The Oni roared with laughter, their red hair bristling, their horns gleaming.
"A bird dares threaten us. Let it taste our iron clubs.
They swung their weapons, but the pheasant darted and slashed, pecking at their heads, keeping them off balance. Meanwhile, Momotaro and his companions landed and crept along the cliffs. There, by a stream, they found two maidens weeping as they washed blood-stained clothes.
"Who are you?"
asked Momotaro.
"We are daughters of great lords,"
they sobbed.
"The Oni stole us from our homes. Soon he will kill us and eat us."
Momotaro's face burned with fury.
"Do not fear. Show me a way inside and I will free you."
The maidens led him to a small hidden door at the base of the wall. Crawling through, Momotaro and his companions stormed into the fortress. The battle was fierce. The dog tore Oni with his teeth. The monkey slashed with his sword. The pheasant pecked and clawed, and Momotaro fought with the strength of 100 men. Oni fell screaming from the walls. Others tumbled into the sea, and the rest lay broken on the stones. At last, only the Oni chief remained. Trembling, he knelt and snapped off his horns, begging for mercy.
"Spare me, noble Momotaro. I will give you all that I have hidden if you let me live."
Momotaro's voice rang like iron.
"You who murdered, pillaged, and devoured the innocent, do you deserve mercy?"
The Oni chief bowed his head in silence, bound and defeated. Momotaro freed the captives, including the maidens who were daughters of lords, and led them to safety. When he returned, the land rejoiced. The terror of the Oni was ended. The daughters of lords were restored to their families, and the people lifted Momotaro as a hero of Japan, not because he brought back treasure, but because he brought back peace. Oji-san and Oba-san wept tears of joy to see their son again. With their hearts full, they lived out their days in happiness, never again lonely, for heaven had given them not only a child, but a savior for their land. Momotaro, Peach Boy, is a classic Japanese folktale about a boy born from a peach who, with a dog, monkey, and pheasant, defeats Oni to restore peace. The peach symbolizes blessing, fertility, and good fortune, while the Oni embody chaos and evil. The tale reflects Confucian values like filial piety, loyalty, and social harmony, as well as Shinto ideals of purity, divine blessing, and the triumph of good over evil. Originating in the Edo period, it shaped cultural identity, was later used in wartime propaganda to inspire unity, and remains a lasting symbol in Japanese media, festivals, and tradition.
What did you think of today's story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tales from around the world. If there's a story you'd love to hear next, share it with us below.